I'm Al Ferguson, lead anchor at Queer News Tonight. Hotspots Magazine, Happening Out Television Network welcomes you to the 25th anniversary year of one of the world's most important LGBTQ plus cultural events, celebrating queer film. The Outshine Film Festival has its triumphant return to Fort Lauderdale from October 19th to 29th, 2023. This special program is going to explore the highlights and the best moments coming for the 15th anniversary of the Fort Lauderdale edition. To help us, we have brought together a dazzling array of talent. Let's welcome Jennifer Kriz. She has a long history of representing lesbians and queer women at the Outshine Film Festival and serves as the vice chair of the board for the festival. Let's welcome Bonnie Builder. Bonnie represents this unique brand of drag queen and then badass fitness instructor bodybuilder. She is an activist for the Black community, and her sharp eye, and more importantly, her sharp tongue, will give us a unique perspective of the Outshine Film Festival. Let's welcome Faye What? She represents lesbians and queer women and is a well-known television personality and the host of the Faye What Show, Mondays at 9 a.m. and then on demand on Roku, Apple TV, and all streaming platforms on the Happening Out Television Network. Let's welcome Dino Mascaro. He represents the Latino community and has vast film experience with the Outshine Film Festival, including the Outshine Miami Edition Selection Committee Chair. Let's also welcome John Hayden. He's the community editor and senior reporter at Out South Florida, and John's long career in network television has allowed him to interview countless movie and television stars. And finally, let's welcome Joe Balancio, literally one of the world's most well-known and respected LGBTQ plus film experts. As the Outshine Film Festival's program director, he has seen all 60 plus films in this year's festival. Wait, just a minute. I understand all 60 plus films but one. I can't wait to find out which one that was. The Outshine Film Festival celebrates cocktails and cinema across Broward County on Wednesday, October 26th. Well, on Wednesday, October 26th, we are going to celebrate with Outshine Film Festival's famous cocktails and cinema in multiple Fort Lauderdale locations. You can go to Silverspot Coconut Creek for The Baby. This submission is from France and is a touching story when Joseph's son, Emmanuel, and fiancé Jochaim die in an accident, and Joseph takes it upon himself to track down their surrogate to ensure that she and the baby are taken care of. Through this process, he gets closer to the surrogate, the baby, and most importantly, his son. You can also visit Fort Lauderdale and Gateway Theater for Febrero, which means February. This special submission from Cuba was the Miami Film Festival Night Award for Best Film Made in Miami. On her 64th birthday, Zoe, a lonely Cuban exile widow, is about to become a grandmother. She is also about to receive an unexpected visit. Helena, her childhood best friend, after more than 40 years without seeing each other, they will catch up and explore their lives through songs, letters, and memories from their past. When a secret comes to light, they must reconsider their relationship. But they never could have imagined how this reunion will forever change their lives. Joe, the thinking here of the two different locations at Silverspot and at Gateway, tell us about these two films.
Well, I'm glad you talked about us being the famous cocktails in cinema, not the infamous cocktails in cinema. Right. But we had such a great experience of using the Silverspot, and we wanted to sort of continue and sort of nurture that relationship. Plus, people who came to the Silverspot when we did one of our one-off celebrations, they were really excited and they were energetic and they were really enthused. And so we decided to try and, bring the festival or a little of the festival to them. So that was a slam dunk. And then as far as the Gateway, that's sort of our home cinema. So we were able to sort of do our cocktails and cinema at that location, and then just decided that we would expand and do it in both locations. So it worked out very well. The films, one of them is a local film. Febrero, as you mentioned, is a Cuban country of origin as well as the USA. It's filmed in Miami. The director, Hans, was a recent Oolite artist in residence, which is kind of a neat thing going on in the area. So we're happy to have that film. And for me, it's a very quiet, it's a very simple yet layered film. Anytime you put two people on the screen, they really have to captivate, and they really have to sort of envelop you into their story. And luckily enough, these two did. So it's just a beautiful, again, quiet film. And The Baby was very, very interesting. And it's very hard for me to sort of describe to people, because it's certainly a gay story, but it's a gay story where you see the gay couple very infrequently, only through feedback and just sort of pictures and things, not really on screen very long. Yet the relationship between the father and the son and the son's partner is just so beautiful and warm. And, the fact that he goes to such great lengths to sort of meet the surrogate and to make sure that the surrogate has what she needs, it just, again, it's a love that knows no bounds.
Joe, I want to ask you quickly. I was so impressed. I had never been to Silverspot in Miami. I'm assuming that you'll be going back to Silverspot. The closure at Miami Beach, which was a long-time home, actually opened new doors that I thought was fabulous.
It's
for the
back
Miami.
open.
Yes. Okay.
They opened their own door back up.
I'm curious though, Joe. The Silverspot in Coconut Creek. I bet a lot of our audience hasn't been there or don't know about it. What's the theater like there?
Yeah, it's a very new. It's a very sort of elegant without being bougie. It's just you still feel comfortable. They have things there like the bar and things that really make it sort of a nice fit, and the staff, not only the higher level who we might be securing the venue, but the people who are selling you tickets and the ushers. And it's really just an environment where it's so welcoming. And all of our guests from Miami had said the same thing. They said, we love the venue. Yes, we miss the beach, but we sort of love the venue. We like the atmosphere, and we like the people. And so again, it was a relationship that we really wanted to sort of foster and grow and continue to use whatever capacity we could.
I'm sorry.
No, yo iba a decir que porque estamos tan cerca de Miami, ¿verdad? Por eso que quiero ver la película Febrero, ¿ok? Porque tiene que ver con dos señoras que no se han visto en 40 años, después se ven de nuevo y reconocen que tienen un secreto entre las dos.
Y es tan propio de Miami esta película. It's so Miami, because it's people that moved to Miami from Cuba. So they left each other back when they were in Cuba, when they were young, and, getting their sexuality out, but then, they relocate to Miami. And one is a recently arrived, one came in 1972. So, there is a big difference there. So two women that get to experience the differences of being, in Miami for many years and having a comfortable life, having a daughter and now a granddaughter to come, and then the other one that just recently arrived. And like Joe mentioned, the dialogues are very crucial here. It's very intimate, a portrayal of women in their 60s. So it's very Cuban.
Very Cuban.
It's very Cuban.
I'm going to take my Cuban to see this.
I'll take mine as well.
Okay. Everybody get your own Cuban and
I
bring them.
always love very Cuban. Always.
It won the Night Made in Miami award too.
Yes.
And she's a very famous actress, Lilian Renteria, which, if you grew up in Miami watching soap operas, she's a very well-known actress. So, Cubans and Latinos that probably will come to the movie will recognize her. Yeah. So she's a familiar face.
It sounds like a lot of fun. Wednesday, October 26th. Not to be missed.